Burned, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction part 4. This part's theme is favor. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest parts of this fanfiction, and comment down below to show your support. If you're feeling extra generous, go ahead and hit the like button. Now then, let's get burned. No thanks, kitty. I've got enough on my plate for the day. Cat Noir's ears drooped as Ladybug turned to leave. They took care of an akumatized victim together, but it was over in less than 10 minutes. He wanted at least half an hour with her, no matter how greedy that sounded. "Is there anything I can do to help?" he asked, knowing her answer would be no. She turned and gave him a small smile before stepping off the roof, leaving him alone in his thoughts. He scampered down to an alley to de-transform and pulled the burner phone out of his pocket, hoping Ladybug kept the one he gave her. "Hey, are you sure I can't do anything?" Hours passed before she replied. Adrian was sitting on his bed rewatching an episode of The Prince of Tennis when the text chime rang, scaring him for a moment before he rushed to see what Ladybug messaged him. "I hate to ask, and it probably sounds strange, but could you pick up some catnip for me?" He raised an eyebrow at Ladybug's text. "Catnip?" he typed. "My lady, I thought our love was your drug." I'm just kidding. Sure thing. Where can I meet you? Don't come if you can't leave the puns behind. I promise. She didn't respond, and he hoped he hadn't ruined their banter. She was going to text him back, right? He sat on the edge of his bed, awaiting her response. Should he run out and get some anyway, just in case? Better to be prepared than not. Adrian went over his schedule for the night in his head. If he quickly took a video of what he practiced for piano, he might be able to get out of a lesson for the week. He promptly sat down, refusing to take the time to warm up, and recorded the first 3 phrases of the second movement he worked on over the last few days. After sending it to his teacher, Adrian slipped into the bathroom, transformed, and snuck out through the window. The cool air hit his face as he jumped from roof to roof. It was obnoxiously hot over the last week, but the upcoming rainstorm cooled the air down a bit. Ducking behind an alley, Cat de-transformed and strolled into a pet shop, pulling down sunglasses as he did so. The last thing he needed was a swarm of aggressed fangirls blocking his exit. As he stood in the aisle, he debated how much to get. Was £1 too much? Was this just for one cat? Or was she making toys? Should he get the catnip spray? What was the situation at hand? Should he call her? He slipped into the bathroom to transform and call Ladybug, but the line was dead. Drat. Now what? The phone. He could call her on the burner phone. De-transformed once more, Adrian slipped a piece of cheese to Plag and took a deep breath. Time to hit the call button. The phone rang. And it rang again. And again. Was she going to pick up? Hello? The sound of her voice tickled his ear, and he almost dropped the phone. It was her. Yeah, hi, he exclaimed, cursing that he sounded so unnatural. So the catnip that you wanted, is it just a small bag or a pound? A spray, perhaps? I think a pound will be a little much. I'm making little cat toys for the charity raffle tomorrow at the Children's Hospital, and I'm a bit behind. The what now? I, volunteered to provide something as Ladybug, and I thought cat toys would make sense, you know? Little ladybugs to represent me, but filled with catnip to represent you. You should have told me earlier, Bugaboo. I'd love to help. Can you drop it off for me at a cafe? I'll text you the address. Sure. I'm more than happy to stitch some things together, too. Oh, Cat, she sighed. I'm afraid not. I'm working on them at home, and I'm only running out to get coffee, so... His heart sank. That's right. Even with cell phones, they couldn't just hang out like friends and do crafts together because of the stupid masks they wore and the stupid secrets they kept. So, I'll see you for coffee, he said. Yeah. She sounded surprised. See you then. He let her hang up first and sighed, happy and heartbroken at the same time. She's got you whipped, Plag said, flying up beside him. I'm just doing her a favor, that's all. We both know that's not what I mean, kid. Adrian sighed and left the bathroom, knowing Plag was right. He was whipped. But was that such a bad thing? He wanted a romance as grand as his parents, and Ladybug was the love of his life. He picked up the 1-pound bag of catnip on the way to the register and paid, hurrying to the coffee shop as to not make her wait. Once inside, he ran to the bathroom, transforming for the 4th time that day. Are you here yet? He typed, his fingertips giving him trouble as he tried to use the keyboard. Yup, hiding out in the bathroom. Me too! The coffee shop seems quiet enough that we could have a cup, doesn't it? Do you want to risk it? Well, I bought the supplies too, so it'll be good for PR as well. The supplies? For the cat toys? She wanted to make them together? A gentle smile grew on Cat's face as he stared at the screen. I'm going out now. What's your coffee order? My treat. She didn't get back to him, so he ordered a hot chocolate for himself and a white mango ginger tea for her. It was getting late, so he didn't want to get anything with espresso in it in case she was planning to go to bed soon. Hey, kitty, she said, slipping into the seat across from him. Oh, hey. I hope tea is fine. I wasn't sure if you were going to... She put a bag on the table, cutting him off. So? Do you want to cut shapes out or stitch them together? I've already got the patterns traced out. He was surprised more people weren't taking photos yet. Cutting. I think my claws would get in the way of stitching. Great! Here are some scissors. Do you have the catnip? He slid her the package, and she laughed at how much he brought. Soon he was telling her catnip jokes as she rolled her eyes, clearly entertained. If only that hour could last forever as a bubble of fluffy emotions and his rapid heartbeat. All right, Ladybug said, tying off a knot. We've made 8. That should be good, right? I'm all for making more if it means spending time with you, LB, Cat said. Oh, Cat, she sighed. Think of the children. She laughed and continued to clean up. Come on, the public has enough candids of us from today. I have no doubt #LadyNoir is trending again. Well, how about we give them something to tweet about? He leaned forward to brush her chin with his knuckles. She batted him away and flicked the bell on his neck. You're funny, Ladybug said, sliding out of her seat and standing up. I'll see you around, kitty. Cat Noir sighed as he watched her leave, waving goodbye even though she didn't turn around. He was crazy for this girl. He was crazy for this girl, and she probably knew it. He gathered the rest of his things and threw the felt scraps in the garbage, pausing to take photos with some teenagers before he left. It was a good day, a happy day even, but he still felt a bit empty. That's the crushing part of a crush. The emptiness. The fluffy heart and the subtle heartbeats aren't always things to look forward to, especially in the case of an unrequited love. Tomorrow would be a new day, and he'd spend it by her side, but he wasn't aware of that yet. For now, he flopped down on his bed like the angst-filled teenager that he was and sighed, wishing for a crush that could be fruitful as he slowly let the Sandman do his work. Tomorrow would be another new day. Thank you so much for listening. Part 5 is on its way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fanfiction. I'll catch you next time.